Hey, Chava here, and in this video, I'm gonna show you a step-by-step process that will help you create authority-building video content fast, even if you've never done this before. In fact, this is the same process that I've used to consistently pump out high-quality video content for my YouTube channel in under 3 hours or less. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about things like the tech, mindset things, the process of editing, cutting things, lighting, sound, backgrounds, video structure, you name it. So if you're interested in upgrading your video skills, then keep watching. Okay, so first of all, before we talk about anything else, see what I just did there? I created a hook, which is very important on YouTube as well, on what people can expect. I basically use the PPP formula. So preview, proof, preview. First, I gave them a high-level overview on what they can expect, the main benefits. Then I gave them proof that this is the same process that I'm using even now for this video. Then I gave them another type of preview with specific types of strategies, tactics, and all these things. And this is important to mention first because a lot of people think that quality video content or a lot of views on YouTube is based on video quality. And sure, that is important, but structure is more important here. It's like, using an image for a Facebook ad. Even though the image is good and it grabs attention, if the copy is not good enough, then it doesn't really matter. So in my opinion, good video structure is 10 times more important than how quality the video is visually, because after some time, it doesn't really matter that much. And in this whole video, I want to talk about 80-20 type of concepts so that you can get started fast. And sure, you can do it better. And just a quick note, I'm not like the biggest YouTube expert there is, or if you check out my YouTube channel, I only have like 800 something subscribers, so it's not a lot. But it is a good 80-20 process that you can also use to quickly create videos, because it will bring you new clients, new leads. And, in this niche that we're in, people don't watch so many videos on it. And it's easier to like start a gaming channel or a channel on fashion or fitness and something and get more views and more subscribers quickly. But people who come to our channel are already at least at a problem-aware stage, maybe even solution-aware in some cases. And that's a great asset for us, because you know that when they start watching your video, you can already deliver them content that will convince them that you're an expert, for example, on something. So definitely keep this in mind. So with that being said, another thing that's important, the thumbnail. And you might have noticed that when I posted this video, it does include a thumbnail. And this is very important because if I were to upload this video just like this, so it will have an image like this, it doesn't really tell anything to people. So you definitely need an eye-catching thumbnail here. And the way I did this, for example, is that I hired somebody on Fiverr for $5 or $10, I think, for 3 different types of thumbnails, and I just chose one. And then I just load that into Photoshop or basically any other image editing tool and just change the main title of the video. All the other graphics stay the same. And this is very important because you need to contrast your video from all the other videos in YouTube search when people search for it, or when your video appears at the end of another video from somebody else. This is also a great view source. A lot of people come from suggested videos, so they watch something else on your topic, your general topic, and then the YouTube algorithm suggests your video to people. And obviously, if you have a better thumbnail, then more people are going to click on it. It's basically your visual headline here. So cool, thumbnails are important, we know that. But in order to create the video, you need tech. And this is actually what started the idea of creating this video, the tech itself. So first of all, the most important part is your audio. And I'm using a Rode anti-USB mic for this one. I'm gonna leave a link to all the tech tools and software that I will mention in this video so that you can check them out yourself. So audio is really important. And I actually have my microphone on a little skeleton like this. I just like to keep it slightly under the field of view of the camera when I can, so that, you know, it seems like I'm talking to you specifically and I'm not talking like this in the microphone. But the problem is that I'm in a big room and I don't have sophisticated insulation, audio sound insulation. A lot of people who are pro YouTubers, they use these black foams on the ceiling and on the wall, especially at the front of me. So if I keep my microphone down like this, that's a problem, because more of my voice goes to the front and it comes back and it creates kind of echo. And if you think about it, you can definitely hear it in my voice. It's more echoey, and also you can hear the noise from the light sources as well. So check it out if I'm silent. Can you hear it? You can definitely hear the echo and also the sound from the lights. Now, there are solutions for this. There's a cool tool called Era software bundle. It's spelled E-R-A. I will leave a link to it. And it has different types of basically drag and drop one-click filters that you can use to significantly boost your audio. So I'm gonna add a reverb removal tool for this and check out how my voice sounds after it. Okay, so now I've added that tool. I think you can notice that it's way less echoey, which is good because, again, the most important thing in user experience when it comes to videos is all about sound quality. It's not really about visuals, it's all about sound quality. By using this tool, and it's like, I think it's like $60 or something for this, and it's totally worth it because you can use it with Final Cut Pro, you can use it with Adobe, you can use it with all the popular video editing tools. You just drag and drop and that's it. Now, another problem is the background noise. So again, if I'm gonna be silent here, but you can hear the noise from these lights because they have cooling solutions. So check it out. Okay, and now I'm gonna apply again another filter, which is basically called noise reduce. Can you hear the difference? One more time. Without it and with it. There's a huge difference here. So whenever I create a new video, so I'm recording this on a Mac computer. I have my laptop basically on a stand on my desk. I have one light here, very close, one light here. It's actually so close that I can just basically bring it into the camera frame itself. And I have a paper background. Check it out. It's not a wall. It's a paper that photographers use for backgrounds. It's called Arctic White. And it's basically, it's a roll. It's like 2 meters long. That's like 6 feet long. And you can roll it up. And even if, you know, it gets dirty or messy or something, you can just cut the part which is messed up, and then you can roll down the next one. It's like 15 meters or like 50 feet, I think, the total length. So once you buy it, I think it was like $60. Then you're good to go for years and years. And I also have like a stand which all these things sit upon. In my case, I always have to, like, I don't set it up all the time, but I just move it in place. So this is basically in the middle of my room right now if I use it, but I can just move it to the left and then it's close to the wall, so it doesn't really bother people. The same with my lights here. I just move it like 2 meters there and it's in a corner, and it doesn't really like bother me at all. But definitely if you have like a dedicated room for this, then it's better. And for the visuals, for the camera itself, I'm actually using a simple webcam. It's called the Logitech C920. I think it's like $60 again. And I just connect it to my laptop with over USB. And that's it. It's nothing special. A lot of people use DSLRs, so digital cameras with removable lenses. You could use that as well, but I find that it just complicates things a lot. So I think that this video quality is good enough for these types of videos. Obviously, if I were a vlogger or something, I would need a better camera, but for this, I think it's totally fine. And this way, I can record the video directly to my computer so that I can open it up with Final Cut Pro, because I'm recording this on a Mac computer. I just open it up in Final Cut Pro. I apply those filters that I mentioned, plus a few other things. I cut everything, and I'm good to go. Also, one more thing regarding cutting. Don't worry about messing things up. There are a lot of times when I mess things up. Now, even in this video, I made a few blunders. I made a few mistakes. I forgot what to cover next. So I have little notes. Half of my screen has the video recording software, which is, again, nothing special. It's just QuickTime. On Mac, it's free. You just open it up, you click new video recording or new movie recording, something like that, and you're good to go. That's it. It records directly to the hard drive of your Mac. Or you can do the same thing with Loom as well, or other solutions. I heard that even Zoom can do this nowadays. So you can record yourself, you can share your screen, create a screencast video very easily. But I use Mac for this. I record it directly there. And then on the right side of my screen, I have some notes. I just always create like a very basic Google Docs for this, and I just create a few bullets. Like for now, my bullets say, first, I should cover the PPP formula, that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, which is important. Then the thumbnail, then tech. I just write tech, and I write microphone, lights, background, camera, QuickTime, Final Cut Pro. That's it basically. Cutting, my process and workflow, stuff like that. So it's super easy. My point here is that you don't have to stress this, because it's good enough. And even if you make mistakes, it's not a problem. You can correct it, and it's very easy to cut all these things. And if you noticed, in this video specifically, there are plenty of times when I make subtle verbal mistakes. I make too many times. I could cut all these, and I could create this video so that it's way more streamlined in this regard. But why? It would take twice as much time, and money loves speed. We're all about rapid implementation here, and if you can pump out more videos, then you're gonna have more views, and you will help more people, you will change more lives, you will give more value, so that people will talk about you more easier and faster. And this brings us to another key component if you want to create a video content strategy. And I won't really cover it in much detail, but I can definitely create another video on this if you want. But it's if you want to use YouTube for this, then you need a specific process to make sure that your video actually gets some views. And I'm going to be frank about this. It's really hard in our niche, in my opinion, to rank high easily with your videos, because there's so much competition in digital marketing, and in copywriting, not so much. But a lot of people are competing a lot of professional people are competing for all the same keywords. And when I started my YouTube channel last year, I did a lot of research on this, on YouTube keyword optimization, YouTube SEO, and how to make sure that your videos rank actually. And it's not so easy. What's really important is that the performance that you get on your videos in the first 48 hours. So if you have an email list that you can send this out to, definitely do it, because that quick influx of views in the beginning will signal to the algorithm that, hey, this video quickly generated a lot of buzz. Another thing that's important is that the most important metric in terms of YouTube ranking is audience retention and total watch time, like this. So you want to make sure that your videos are engaging, they're not boring. I could use even more graphics here and there, but again, it complicates things a lot, and you have to find the sweet spot where you have enough, graphical elements, or you mix things up, and you're also not wasting too much time if you're doing this on your own, or if you have like an assistant, if you don't have a dedicated video editor for this. You have to find the sweet spot. But there are tools for this as well. For example, there's a cool tool called MTuber, and every single thing that I mentioned in this video up until this point, all the graphics that you've seen have been done with MTuber. And this is good because, again, it's like $60-$70, and it's a collection of like 50 different effects that you can drag and drop to your video. So if I want to show you the thumbnail again, here it is. If I want to show my logo and name again, here it is. If I want to prompt you to subscribe to this video, check it out. If I want to prompt you to subscribe to this video in another way, here you go. If I want to create a background element or something, here you go. So MTuber is really good. It's a lifesaver, and not many people know about this, but it's definitely a good way to make your videos more engaging. And remember, the more engaging the videos are, the more people will like, comment, and basically show social signals that are just as important as with Facebook ads, for example. The more comments and likes and engagement you have on your ads, the more the algorithm will reward you for it. Another very important thing in terms of video ranking is YouTube SEO optimization. And before you even start, creating a whole YouTube video, you should definitely create like a keyword research on this. And there's a cool tool called TubeBuddy that I recommend. Again, it's like $50-$60. All these tools aren't so expensive, which is really good because it really democratizes video content as well. It's just that not many people know about it, and a lot of people are afraid, and they just think that this is something which requires an extraordinary amount of effort, but it's not really the case, not at all. So with TubeBuddy, I can basically create I can start researching a topic. Let's say I want to create something on email marketing. And email marketing is a pretty competitive topic, but I can still find tips like email marketing tips or proven email marketing tips. So longer tail keywords, which I can have a chance to rank for. But there's a dilemma here. Either you target keywords which you can rank for in YouTube search, or you target very general keywords which will help you get more views from related videos, from YouTube recommending your video after someone else's video. So this is the trade-off here, or you can do basically both. But if I want to do email marketing, I can set a few tags like email marketing tips, email copywriting. These 4 things will be the general keywords, and then you could have a few tags which are more specific, more long tail. For example, let's say email deliverability testing, which is more specific. Or you could say email copywriting formulas or proven email copywriting formulas. So use a few of these as well. And then you can also create, use tags which relate to this topic, like online marketing or copywriting, or even your brand name or copy chief or something like this. And all these things will tell the algorithm what this video is about, what it relates to, and how it fits into the whole picture of what the algorithm is trying to achieve here. So again, this is a complex topic and I don't want to go into more detail here. I just wanted to briefly mention it because it's super important for your content marketing strategy on YouTube as well, because I'm guessing most of you want to upload their video on YouTube as well to build more authority, and these are all needed for that. Okay, so one of the other major things is mindset. I'm really a big proponent of the 80-20 rule, and that you should be efficient with this as well, because in those last 20%, you will spend 80% of your time just to make sure that everything's perfect. And believe me when I say that I also fell into this trap. When I started this, I'd spend a day on a video or something, and it didn't really have a direct correlation with how much views that video would get. So there was one video that I spent like 2 days working on, and I even scripted it. I did everything right. By the way, I don't script my videos at all. Even this is like improvisation. I just have a few bullets sometimes. But I scripted that. It was about landing pages, 9 landing page optimization tips. I think it was very good, and it got like, I don't know, not many views at all, like 50 or something. While my first video ever, which was about Facebook ads campaign optimization, a pretty niche topic, but it turned out that there's a lot of demand for this, and not many people cover it in great detail. So I did a cool video about this, a screencast video actually, and it's my most viewed video to date. It has like over 10,000 views now, and it's actually like almost half of my channel's total views or something. It's crazy, and I have no idea why this happened. Probably because it was my first video ever. I shared it on social media, on LinkedIn, everywhere, and all my friends, all my contacts, they wanted to check it out because, hey, what's Chaba up to? And that gave the algorithm a boost, so that oh, this video must be really good, because in the first 48 hours, it got a lot of views and a lot of comments, because a lot of people were saying, oh, good job, Chaba. And they were my friends, basically. But after that, you know how this is. Like, you do it 2, 3, 4 more times, and people start to lose interest. People who aren't interested in the topic in the first place. So, yeah, that's how much it really counts. And if you have another traffic source, if you have a good engaged email list, then it's definitely worth it to share it with them first, because it will give you a boost that you cannot really recover from later on. What else? So I think I covered a lot of things here in this video. I just, as the last topic that I want to cover, I wanted to walk you through my whole process one more time. What happens when I record a video, how it all happens basically step by step. So first of all, I usually go to TubeBuddy and I do some keyword research, which takes about 5 minutes or something, 5-10 minutes maximum. I create a list of all the tags that I should use for the video, and I also come up with the headline of the video. Next, I set up my text setup here, and it's obviously the best if you can just press a button and everything is ready to go. That's the best. In my case, it's not quite like that, but it takes like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes to set everything up. That's good. Then I open up QuickTime and my notes that I have, my very basic bulleted notes, and I start recording. I test that the microphone and the video is working, but then I start recording. I tell everything that I want to tell. Obviously, I have a lot of errors there as well. Sometimes I stumble in words. Sometimes I just forgot what to say next. So it's okay. I have the raw video file. Then I export that directly into Final Cut Pro. And the first thing I do is that I drag the sound filters on the file. So I reduce background noise and I reduce reverb, which is basically the echo of my voice. So you shouldn't be able to hear those now because I've added those filters. Next up, I start cutting the video and I cut out things which I stumble or which are basically bad. So when I do all this and I have the correct video file in terms of speech, then I drag effects on this timeline from MTuber. So I basically add my logo, or pictures or any other type of text pop-up that I feel that it's needed to highlight stuff or to help people visualize some things. Once it's done, I export the video and I open it inside Compressor, which is basically a supportive app to Final Cut Pro. This is used to basically reduce the file size by like 30-40% of the video itself. But you don't necessarily have to do this. You have unlimited like hosting with YouTube, so it's not really needed. Then I open up my thumbnail template in Photoshop, or you can use, I guess, Canva for this as well, or anything. And I just changed the title to reflect what this video is about. Once that's done, I open up YouTube Studio and I upload the video. I add the thumbnail, I add the headline, I add some brief description mentioning the main keywords a few more times, plus links and all this stuff. Then I add the tags. Then if I have transcripts, I also add them because those also help with video ranking. Then I set a few things up with YouTube as well. You know, I add end screen elements and cards if it's possible. And basically that's it. I hit publish. One thing I do is that for every video, the most important links, I add them as a comment, as my own comment, and pin them, because that way, even if you generate more comments, your main takeaway or your main link, call to action or something, will be at the top of the comment chart, and whoever wants to comment will see them. So it's one more great way to put your call to action in front of people. Yeah, so basically that's it. Once I'm done with that, I put everything in place. I delete the raw file because it's a pretty big file. In my case, it's more than 10 gigabytes. I think this video, this video is gonna be like 25 minutes, I think. So the raw file for me will be like 15 gigabytes and the end file will be like 2 gigabytes or something like that. Yeah, so I clean things up after that, and that's it. I have a video. All it takes is like 2-3 hours. Well, for this video, I think it will take around 2.5 hours total, or 2 hours. But depends on, obviously, on how long you take on talking on the video. So this video currently is at 32 minutes, and I will cut like 4 or 5 minutes from it, I think, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's it basically. So I really hope that you found this helpful. I didn't plan to make it that long, but hey, I just like to talk about things like this. And if you have any other questions with this, feel free to reach out to me directly. I'd love to answer these for you. And thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for the whole community. Let me know if there's any other way I can help you. Have a nice day. Trouble out. Cheers.